On a quiet day at Smooth Transitions Waxing Salon, nestled in the bustling heart of downtown, the staff were used to all sorts of clients walking through their doors, from flustered first-timers to seasoned spa aficionados. However, nothing could have prepared them for their newest client, Zara, whose origin was as mysterious as her radiant, otherworldly glow. Zara was a Zalari, a species from a distant star system where concepts of beauty and body care were foreign. Her skin shimmered with a subtle luminescence, casting soft blue light across the soothing beige walls of the salon. Though humanoid, her features were distinct, large, expressive eyes that hinted at a violet sea, and hair that cascaded in waves of soft silver. "Welcome to Smooth Transitions," greeted Mia, the salon's top esthetician, with a practiced smile. "How can we help you today?" "I require what is called a body wax." Zara's voice was a melodic chime, her accent thick and musical. She seemed unsure, her eyes scanning the serene pictures of hairless humans on the walls. "Of course," Mia replied, masking her surprise with professionalism. "Is this your first time getting waxed?" Zara nodded, her gaze settling on a display of aromatic candles. "My species does not grow hair as you do, but I am curious about your rituals. I wish to experience them." Mia led Zara to a private room explaining the process. It might be a bit uncomfortable at first, but most people get used to it quickly. As Zara settled onto the plush table, she observed everything with an intense curiosity that Mia found both endearing and unnerving. The room was warm, filled with the gentle scent of lavender and chamomile, meant to calm the nerves of anxious clients. Mia started with Zara's legs, applying warm wax to small sections before laying down the cloth strips. "You might feel a quick sting," she warned before pulling the first strip. Zara's reaction was instantaneous and profound. A sharp intake of breath was followed by a surprising moan, her entire body tensing then relaxing in rapid succession. Her eyes sparkled with an unexpected delight, and a flush of deeper blue spread across her cheeks. Is that normal?" Mia asked, pausing mid-motion, strip in hand. "For my kind, intense physical sensations can trigger strong responses," Zara explained, her voice tinged with a mixture of embarrassment and exhilaration. "Please, continue." With each pull, Zara's reactions grew more intense. She writhed slightly, her moans filling the room. Mia, though initially taken aback, found herself drawn into the rhythm of Zara's responses, moving more confidently with each strip. The process, while routine for Mia, had taken on a new dimension with Zara. Each strip not only removed hair but seemed to peel back layers of cosmic mystery, revealing more about the Zalari than any interspecies meet and greet could have. By the end of the session, Zara was breathing heavily, her skin not just hairless, but glowing with a more vibrant light. She sat up, touching her smooth skin with a sense of wonder and satisfaction. "This was enlightening," Zara said, her voice a mix of gratitude and awe. "Your methods are painful yet strangely invigorating." Mia smiled, handing her a mirror. "I'm glad you think so. How do you feel?" "Alive," Zara replied simply, her smile as bright as the stars from which she came. "More alive than I have felt in many cycles." As they walked back to the reception, Mia couldn't help but feel that this encounter would be one for the books. Not only had she introduced a being from another world to a human rite of passage, but she had also glimpsed the universality of experience, pain, pleasure, and the pursuit of personal transformation. "Shall we schedule another?" Zara's next visit to the salon was anticipated with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. Mia, now somewhat familiar with her unique client's responses to the waxing procedure, prepared the room with additional care, adjusting the lighting to a soothing twilight glow that she hoped would mimic the serene ambiance of a distant world. As the door chimed Zara's arrival, Mia noticed a subtle change in her demeanor. The alien's usual radiant confidence seemed tempered by a reflective, almost introspective air. "I have been considering our last interaction," Zara began, her tone contemplative as they walked towards the treatment room. "The sensations were Profound. I have processed many emotions and sensations since. Mia nodded, guiding her to the familiar plush table. It's not uncommon. Sometimes physical experiences can unlock more than we realize. This session, Mia decided to try a different approach. Using a new, gentler wax blend infused with calming agents from earth plants, she hoped to modulate the intensity of Zara's reactions. I'm using a different formula today, something a bit milder. Zara lay down, her large eyes fixed on Mia. I trust your judgment. As Mia spread the wax over Zara's arms, she noticed the alien's skin pulsating with a soft light, reacting even to the gentle touch of the applicator. With each strip she pulled, Zara's body seemed to ripple with a wave of colors, reflecting her physiological reaction to the sensation. Your body, it's showing colors, Mia remarked, fascinated. It is a reflection of emotion, of sensation, Zara explained, her eyes following the dance of hues across her skin. We are beings of light. Our emotions are visual as well as physical. Intrigued by this visual symphony, Mia found herself moving rhythmically, synchronizing her actions with the ebb and flow of colors. It was like conducting an orchestra, each strip a note in a broader symphony of light and emotion. The session progressed, and Mia noticed that the new wax was indeed causing less intense reactions. Zara seemed more relaxed, her body less tense than before, and the colors shifted smoothly from cool blues to warm purples, a sign of calm and satisfaction. Once finished, Zara sat up, touching her skin with a gentle curiosity. This experience was different, less intense but deeper in some ways. Mia handed her a mirror, and Zara examined her reflection, her fingers tracing the lines of her face where the skin was now smooth and luminous. You have a skilled touch, Mia. This was most therapeutic. As they walked to the front desk, Zara paused, turning to Mia. May I ask a personal favor? Of course, Mia responded, intrigued. I would like to understand more about your world, your life outside this salon. I find that understanding others enhances my own experiences. Mia considered this, the request bridging the gap between professional and personal. I'd like that, she smiled. Maybe next time I could show you some of my world too. Zara nodded, her smile broadening. I would appreciate that greatly. As Zara left the salon, her figure merging with the bustling crowd outside, Mia realized that her relationship with Zara was evolving, morphing into something beyond the confines of her work. This interstellar interaction was shaping up to be an enlightening exchange of worlds, profoundly altering her understanding of her craft and herself. Mia had planned the day meticulously, determined to share the most quintessentially human experiences with Zara. They met outside the salon, under the sprawling shadows of skyscrapers, bathed in the soft morning light. Today, I thought we could explore some of the city's highlights, Mia proposed, her voice tinged with excitement. Zara nodded, her eyes bright with curiosity. I am eager to observe your world through your eyes. Their first stop was the bustling city market, a mosaic of colors, sounds, and smells. Vendors hawked fresh produce, aromatic spices, and handmade crafts. Zara moved through the stalls with an almost childlike wonder, touching, smelling, and occasionally tasting items offered by amused vendors. The variety is astounding, Zara remarked, examining a bunch of vibrant purple carrots. On Zalar, our flora is not so diverse. Mia watched as Zara interacted with the market vendors, her foreign accent and unusual questions drawing smiles and curious glances. It was here, amidst the chaos of commerce, that Zara's otherness seemed most pronounced, yet beautifully integrated. Next they visited a local park, a verdant oasis amid the concrete jungle. Children played on swings, couples lounged on blankets, and dogs chased frisbees. They sat on a bench, observing a group of kids playing soccer. This, Mia pointed, is a simple pleasure, watching life unfold, seeing the community engage. Zara's gaze was thoughtful. Community is universal, yet the expression of it is uniquely diverse. As the afternoon sun began to wane, Mia took Zara to a small, cozy cafe known for its live music. A jazz band set the mood, their smooth melodies filling the space with a soothing ambiance. They ordered coffee, and Mia explained the human ritual of caffeine and conversation. Zara listened intently, her head swaying slightly to the rhythm of the music. "Your music, it vibrates not just through the air but seems to touch the very soul." "It does," Mia agreed, feeling the familiar thrill of the bass reverberate through her chest. "Music is a language that transcends words." As they sipped their coffee, the conversation drifted to more personal realms. Hopes, dreams, fears. Zara spoke of Zellar, her voice a mixture of pride and nostalgia, describing the luminescent forests and crystal oceans of her home planet. Mia shared her own dreams, the simple yet deep-seated human desire to make a difference, to leave a mark. "We're not so different, you and I. Different worlds, but similar dreams." The evening drew to a close with a walk along the river, the city lights reflecting off the water like scattered starlight. They paused on a bridge, watching the water flow beneath them, a silent companion to their reflective mood. "This day," Zara began, her voice soft, "has been enlightening. I see not just what makes us different, but what makes us alike." Mia smiled, looking out at the horizon where the city met the sky. "And that's the beauty of it, isn't it? Learning, growing, understanding. It's all part of being." As they returned to the salon, the city around them seemed to pulse with a new energy, a shared bond forming not just between two individuals, but perhaps in a small way, between two worlds. In the weeks that followed, Zara's visits became a fixture in Mia's schedule, each session a canvas for new exchanges of culture and knowledge. On this particular day, Zara had extended an invitation for an evening that promised to be out of this world, literally. "I have received clearance to take you aboard my vessel," Zara announced as they settled into the familiar routine of the waxing session in the salon. "I wish to share a slice of Zellar with you." The prospect thrilled Mia. Although she had always harbored a fascination for the stars, she never imagined she would explore them firsthand. As she applied the wax, her hands trembled slightly with excitement. "Your vessel, is it far?" Mia asked, trying to sound nonchalant, but her voice betrayed her eagerness. "Not in the way you understand distance," Zara explained, her eyes twinkling. "It is stationed in orbit, but we can reach it in a matter of moments through a transporter beam." The concept was straight out of the science fiction books and movies Mia loved. To think she would experience it herself was almost overwhelming. Later that evening, they stood in a secluded part of the park that had become one of their favorite spots. Zara held a small device in her hand, which she explained was a portable transporter. With a simple press, the world around Mia dissolved into a whirlwind of colors and sensations, and within seconds, they materialized aboard the vessel. The interior of the ship was a harmony of technology and art, surfaces glowing with soft light, curves meeting angles in an elegant dance. Zara led her through corridors lined with view screens depicting star systems and nebulae, each a masterpiece of natural art. "In here," Zara gestured to a room that resembled a botanical garden more than anything else. It was filled with luminous flora, plants glowing with bioluminescence in a spectrum of colors. "This is a piece of Zellar." Mia walked through the garden, each step releasing puffs of light from beneath her feet, the air fragrant with sweet, spicy scents. "It's beautiful," she murmured, touching a delicate fern that shimmered under her fingers. "We value connection with nature," Zara said, watching Mia with a soft smile. "It is vital to our being, much like your music or art is to you." They talked for hours, Zara explaining the intricacies of Zellari culture, their advances in bioluminescent technology, their philosophy of peace and their symbiotic relationship with their environment. As the earth began to rise in view, a stunning sight of blues and greens framed by the blackness of space, Mia felt a profound sense of unity and insignificance. Here, amidst the vastness of the universe, the problems of one small planet seemed both trivial and overwhelmingly important. "We are not so different, Zara," Mia said, her voice filled with a mix of awe and clarity. "We strive for many of the same things, just in different ways." Zara nodded, her gaze fixed on the earth. Perhaps that is the true universal language, not music, not art, but the pursuit of understanding, peace, and beauty. As they prepared to return, Mia felt a change within herself, a broadening of perspective. The universe was no longer a distant realm of light and shadow, but a place of vibrant colors, emotional landscapes, and shared dreams. Back on Earth, as they stepped out of the transporter beam and the cool night air enveloped them, Mia knew this experience would change her forever. Not just how she saw the stars, but how she saw every part of life before her. Weeks after their celestial expedition, Mia found herself seeing her own world through a new lens, the mundane infused with a sense of wonder and the cosmically profound. But their interstellar adventures were far from over. Zara had one more surprise, a venture that would deepen Mia's understanding of Zellar and its people. "I would like to take you to Zellar," Zara proposed one evening as they closed the salon. "It is one thing to tell you of my home, another to walk its crystal sands with you." The invitation sent a thrill through Mia. The thought of visiting an alien planet, walking among its mysteries and marvels, was something beyond her wildest dreams. Preparations were surprisingly simple, with Zara handling all arrangements. The voyage was set, and Mia's excitement grew as the day approached. Their journey to Zellar wasn't through conventional space travel, but via a dimensional shift, a faster-than-light transit that Zara promised would be smooth and disorienting in equal measure. The transition was as disorienting as promised. Space folded around them, a tunnel of swirling colors and distorted lights, before they emerged into the orbit of Zellar. The planet was breathtaking, a swirl of teals and ambers, with vast oceans shimmering under a binary sunset. Landing on Zellar was like stepping into a living dream. The air was tinged with an exotic fragrance, and the sky blazed with hues Mia had no names for. They disembarked in a coastal city, where the architecture was seamlessly integrated with the natural environment, buildings grown from bioluminescent coral structures. Zara led Mia through bustling markets that mirrored the vibrancy of the ones on Earth, yet alien in every detail. Stalls were laden with fruits that pulsed with light, fabrics that flowed like liquid, and artifacts crafted from materials that seemed to defy physics. "The Zellari believe that to live is to create," Zara explained as they explored. "Every object, every building is an act of artistry, a celebration of life." Mia was particularly captivated by the Zellari's interaction with their environment. There was an effortless harmony, a respect for nature that was evident in every aspect of their living. "Your people have achieved what we only dream of," Mia remarked, her voice filled with admiration. As the day faded, Zara took Mia to the shores of a luminous lake. The water was clear, reflecting the twin stars overhead, the beach aglow with phosphorescent algae. "Zellar is alive, responsive," Zara said as they sat watching the waves gently lap at the shore. "The planet feels and reacts, not unlike your own, though perhaps in a more visible way." Sitting there, under the alien stars, Mia felt a profound connection, not just to Zara, but to the universe itself. It was a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things, regardless of the vast distances that might separate them. Their return trip was quiet, reflective. Mia carried with her not just memories of incredible sights and sounds, but a deeper, more profound understanding of the potential for harmony between technology and nature, between different worlds and peoples. Back on Earth, as they stepped out into the familiar streets, the planet seemed smaller, more fragile, yet filled with infinite possibilities. Mia knew that whatever the future held, the boundaries between worlds were thinner than she had ever imagined. In the aftermath of their interstellar journeys, the bond between Mia and Zara had transformed into a deep, unspoken understanding. Their adventures had not only bridged the vast gap between Earth and Zellar, but had also sown the seeds of a new perspective on life and coexistence. Mia resumed her work at the salon, each stroke of the waxing strips now imbued with a sense of artistry and connectedness that she had absorbed from Zellar. Her customers often remarked on the newfound serenity that seemed to permeate the salon, a subtle shift that made each session more than just a cosmetic routine. Zara, meanwhile, had become something of an ambassador, her frequent visits to Earth evolving into cultural exchanges. She organized meetings with Earth's leaders, scientists, and artists, sharing knowledge and insights that could help foster a sustainable future based on Zelar's harmonious principles. One crisp autumn evening, as the city pulsed with the quiet hum of twilight, Zara and Mia met at the salon for what was to become a pivotal moment in their shared narrative. "I have been speaking with my council," Zara began, her tone more formal than usual. "The exchanges between our worlds have been incredibly fruitful. We believe it is time to propose a more permanent alliance." Mia listened intently, the weight of the proposal sinking in. This was no longer about shared visits or cultural curiosity. It was about forming a lasting bond between two vastly different civilizations. The alliance would involve an exchange of knowledge, resources, and even citizens, with the goal of enriching both our worlds, Zara explained. "And they want you, Mia, to be a part of the inaugural team on Zelar." The offer left Mia speechless. To be part of such a monumental undertaking was beyond anything she had ever imagined. "You have shown a unique ability to understand and integrate our ways," Zara continued. "Your insights could be invaluable as we navigate this new relationship." Mia took a moment to process. Her life on Earth, her salon, her family, all flashed before her eyes. Yet the call to be part of something greater, to potentially impact a broader cosmic canvas, was alluring. "I need to think about it," Mia finally said, her voice steady despite the tumult of emotions inside her. "It's a huge step." "Of course," Zara nodded, her expression understanding. "Take all the time you need." In the days that followed, Mia pondered her decision. She discussed it with friends and family, sought advice from mentors, and spent long hours at the salon, each session helping to clear her mind and guide her intuition. Finally, with a heart full of resolve and a spirit eager for the unknown, Mia agreed to join the initiative. The decision was celebrated with a small, intimate gathering at the salon, where Mia and Zara shared their plans with those closest to them. As the final preparations for her departure were made, Mia felt a profound sense of purpose. She was not leaving her world behind. She was extending her home, her community, into the stars. The story of Mia and Zara closed a chapter with their farewell under the starlit sky of Earth, but it also opened a new one, filled with promise and potential. As Mia stepped onto the transporter for the last time, heading towards a new life on Zelar, she carried with her the hopes of two worlds, forever linked by the unbreakable bonds of friendship and shared dreams.